Now there are certain benefits that AI sort of brings in. Like in earlier days, banks used to take a huge pride in saying, we have a lot of data, like 1 crore customers, and there's so much of data, and we know what is the preference, and what we can find out, do predictive analytics, which was like till 3 years back the concept, the thing which we used to do. That has that has changed slightly. Now each industry, be it retail or be it content management, everyone has a whole lot of data. There's no dearth of data. But what is important is that how do you use this data? In earlier life, we used to have a whole lot of predictive tools like SAS and stuff like that, which used to, of course, cost a lot of money. Or not all organizations could kind of afford it. But with there's a change, right? With more and more digital data available, there is it can help us sort of consume it even that much more faster. Also, I feel the customers are now far more willing to give their data, right? Earlier, when you had to fill a form, say at a retail store, you'd say, oh, again, you'll send me SMS, don't take the mobile number. Oh, again, you're giving me, asking me for my address, you'll send me spam mailers and stuff like that. Don't do that to me as a customer. I think we have become far more open as a customer, as individuals, to give our data. We don't mind putting, our mobile number for OTP. We don't mind giving our email ID. There are people who manage 3-4 IDs, different for promotions, different for banking, and so forth. So we found sort of a way around this whole thing. So with advent of that, what is happening? It's not only the brand's data, but there's a whole lot of other data also which is available. For example, Facebook. It allows you to match your customer database with Facebook to give you a larger perspective of what your customer is doing. You actually know if your customer, for example, in our case, if the customer is banking, is his preference also in movies and entertainment, or the customer is a nerd, or he's buying books, or what is the other behavior that the customer is doing, which is really helpful because you know what is happening in the extended life of the customer. Similarly, Google allows you to actually crawl across their platforms to see what is happening beyond the life of customer. And what happens is that there's a whole lot of data which is getting generated, which we can fuss about, saying, oh, there's so much of data, and it's great, but how do we consume it? What do we do? And that's where AI sort of plays a great role for us, because it centralizes the whole data for us to use it and to consume it. But the power is really, of course, of the data, because it's available. You can take your decisions far more smartly, but it's about taking the right decision and taking the right action at that point of time. A good example I can give you that is of Netflix. Okay, when you are browsing, it always shows you that because you watch this could be of interest to you. That, trust me, is all about AI. They are churning. They have defined their movies by various genres to the last T of what all elements they are. It goes and matches with the profile of the customer, what he's browsing and what he's viewing, and gives you that next best. And what it does for Netflix, right? What is the business model? It's subscription based. It's advertising. What does it do? It keeps bringing back the customer to that platform, and that is what really would be a job of a marketer there. That after the installation has happened, now you want the customer to keep coming back, and AI is an enabler to do that, to bring that. So therefore, it is a very critical part of the chain. It has become a very critical part of the chain of the whole story. It is no more, a merit or an option to use it in your marketing ability. It is one of the ways of life. To give you an example, a retail example, when we used to do a very manual AI, as I would call it, is really that we would segment the customer, and basis on the potential that if a person is, say, a party goer, we would personalize the content and send it to the customer. Of course, huge timelines, right? It would almost take us 3 months to get the stuff, shoots, sending out a direct mail, or huge cost. Intensive exercise, and then hopefully people will come, and they'll come and experience that. Now that's really the basic concept of saying talking about personalization, right? But now it's going to a totally different level, which kind of AI enables for us to do that today. The another large advantage which I see in using AI is really the whole ROI driven ability. Today, everything which every dollar the marketer is spending, you would like your accountability for it. Unlike in the older days, right? You do mass advertising. Your newspaper was the only way to reach the customers, or you put up a hoarding and hope and pray that your consumers will come. Here, every penny, every dollar which is spent, you can make it count, because you exactly can track what is the consumer history, what is the consumer journey, and how you're going to get it.